Hello and welcome to the Basics. Happy Math Mondays out there. My name is Donnell, and I'm doing these videos every week to make sure that parents are connected with their kids and kids connected with their parents and going through math problems and mathematical situations. Today we're going to talk about percentages. What is a percentage? Basically, if you're taking a whole quantity and you're comparing it, making that 100. So if you have, like when I use the pizza example, all 8 slices, that would be 100% of one pizza. Take out one slice, that's 1/8, and then you could turn that fraction into a percentage. So I have a little bit of a table here to show you what 10% would look like. With the decimal, 10% would be 0.10. Now you could take that, that's 10 hundredths, put the 10 right over the 100, and then if you just basically multiply this number to 100 and you would get 10%. So that's why I made this table, and 50%, 50 over 100, that will reduce to half, and that's 50%. So, we did the math last week. You can review that video to see how we turn fractions into decimals. So today I also wanted to just say, since it's been about a month since the school has started, and I started doing these, it's a good time to check in with your kids and see how they're doing. Ask them how their math classes are. Check some of their work. Hopefully, if you listen to some of the advice that I gave at the beginning, you're at least seeing them do the work. You don't want to be surprised when grade time comes and they're not doing well. Because sometimes kids, they don't like to tell you when they're not doing well. So hopefully you guys are playing some puzzles or some chess, checker games, or cards. One of my favorite games is spades, dominoes. All of these help encourage mathematical, analytical thinking. So take advantage of your family time at home and just participate and be aware of what's going on in the household with your kids. One good piece of advice for this week, I was thinking about just when you go to the grocery, why don't you manually make a list with a classical pen and a piece of paper, write the list down of the things you need, and leave the phones in the car, and go around and go shopping with your kids and just with the old-fashioned list. And again, if you see a sale, if you see, some cases of water with 3 for $10 or $11, discuss what that means. There's 3 cases for $10. That's a fraction right there. How much is 1 case? So, and I also covered that in one of the videos too. We calculated how much 1 bottle is. So it's a good time to just make sure you do that. Back to the percentages. Basically, when you have your number in decimal form, you just multiply that by 100%, and then you get your percentage. So I'll take the 10. And I'll go over some more of this. These are the most commonly used percentages: 10%, 25%, 50%, 75%. 100% is 1. So when you have a whole of anything, that's 100%. Same, or on your test grade, if you got all of them right, if you got 10 questions, you got them all right, you have 100%. That's what that percentage is mean. So basically, you would I'll take the 0.1. 0.1 and 0.10, it's the same, it's just a 0. 0.10 times 100% equals 10%. So that's all. And then same thing, if you have 10%, if you're going to multiply a percentage, you need the actual number back. You have to convert it back to decimal form to use it mathematically. Let me go to 75%. So I'll write the table again. So let's talk about 75%. 75% is also 3/4, right? 3/4. 3/4. And we reviewed that too. We would take the denominator and divide it into the numerator, but would equal 0.75. And all we have to do is take this decimal form and multiply it by 100%. And when we're multiplying by 100%, we're just moving the decimal point over. So now it equals 75%. Okay. We could also say 75%. I'll write it down here is 75 100ths. Okay. That's seems pretty basic, but it does get confusing. Just remember, if someone gives you 75, if it's 75% off on a sale or 50% off, you have to change that percentage back to decimal form to use it mathematically. All right, that's probably the part that gets people confused. They don't move the decimal place over. They move it over one time instead of two. Here's a common mistake. You say, what does this equal? 0.05. Now that's 5%. Some people would say that's 50%. 50% is wrong. It's just 5%. Because if we multiplied that by 100, we'll move the decimal place over twice, and that would equal 5%. All right, that's it, man. Enjoy the holiday. Today's Indigenous Peoples Day. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, and kids, you had a day off of school, and I'll see you next week.